In this video, I'm going to show you how to find the best bank accounts. And by the end of the video, I'm going to show you how you can outperform stocks. And we're not talking moments like this that would make a Wells Fargo bank account look like a Warren Buffett level play. We're talking how you find banks like this or ones like this. Unlike this one though. Sorry, Bank of America, we still love you, just not your interest rate. And we're not going to stop at high yield either, right? The S&P 500 for decades has made an annualized 10% gain on your money. Wouldn't it be remarkable if we can find bank accounts that would yield more than that? Let's put pen to paper and start writing a list of all the things you want in a bank account.
What do you want?
Because everyone's different, right? Here is a list of potential things you need in an account. Notice I included sign-on bonus, which is actually one way you can use to outperform stocks. Not my preferred method. But moving on to the next part. Once you make your list, we're going to use my best resources to accumulate as many accounts as possible. And then we're going to narrow it down to the best option for you. And just like Valentine's Day chocolates, we're going to start out with a real huge amount of them, but really only a couple of them are going to be good. My first amazing resource for us to use, even though you can't trust a single number on the website, which is kind of weird to say, but it's doctorofcredit.com. With doctorofcredit.com, you can find over 200 high-quality places for us to start. Using doctorofcredit.com, we can find accounts like this one at 4.99% APY, or even this one through DCU at 6.17% APY. Except these are not your rates of return, and we should never use APY, which I talked about in previous videos, like this one, and many others, which are in a playlist linked in the description below for you to check out. And because we can't trust these rates of return, we have to look into over 200 bank accounts just to figure out what the returns actually are. And I know this sounds daunting, but we have a secret shortcut for you to follow. But before we do, we have to accumulate a few more accounts first. So the next resources are the bank rates map on deposit accounts, the credit union locator on the ncua.gov, and Google. You can Google banks near me and credit unions near me, and you want to accumulate as many accounts as you possibly can. What's funny here is these rates aren't going to be any more accurate than Doctor of Credit either. For example, I used to live in New England where I had the ability to invest in John Dark Credit Union, which according to the bank rates map on deposit accounts had a 0.05% interest. But if you visit their website, you can find out that John Dark Credit Union offers a 6.78% interest rate for the first $500 you put into it. And it's worth noting that even this rate that you see here on the website isn't accurate and isn't our rate of return. And I'm going to make a video about this in the future because they're not the only ones to do some kind of sly trick that I haven't talked about yet. So make sure you subscribe. And speaking of subscribing, after this video, make sure to check out Eddie Yoon's channel. Eddie Yoon is dominating the niche of finding high-yielding anything. And when you go visit his channel, make sure you leave this comment. He loves it. By now, you should have a pretty big list of accounts. And add to that, CD ladders and US Treasury Bills, which we don't have time to cover in this video. And now you have an extensive list and a desperate need for a shortcut. My super shortcut is to start with the highest APYs and work your way down. Makes sense, right? However, is it the best option for us? Nope. In fact, people way smarter than me, Ben Graham and David Dodd in the book Security Analysis, actually recommended you start from the bottom and work your way up. Because by starting with the highest APYs and working your way down, you might unnecessarily expose yourself to risks, like maybe the rates are just promotional, or maybe the risks aren't sustainable. And to add to that, Warren Buffett was once asked, how do you find the best stocks? To which Warren Buffett remarked, easy, you start with the A's, meaning that he actually looked at every single company. That way he was able to judge from each one what was the better option. And the bank accounts are no different. Over 200 accounts though, you're like, so what? You're a crazy person. Look at over 200 bank accounts and find out that through DCU, JDCU, and Porte, you can make 3.5% on your emergency fund. That still doesn't beat out the S&P 500. Why put in all this work? Now raise your hand up high if you want to look into over 200 bank accounts just to find an interest rate that might be 0.2% better than the one you have. Nobody's going to do it, right? Just like how nobody's going to actually raise their hand while watching a YouTube video. I know I wouldn't. But that's where you outperform the market. If you look into over 200 bank accounts, then if someone's asking for the bank account that's going to be best for them, you have the ability to discern from over 200 bank accounts or other that could be in their best interest. And at some cases, you can get a referral bonus for doing all this and having this knowledge. This is how you can easily outperform stocks in a concept called social capital. And this whole premise of your net worth is your net worth. In a previous video, I uncovered the math errors behind an Ask Sebby video where he tried to calculate his personal rate of return using a platform called Yotta Savings. Yotta Savings is a savings account lottery hybrid where you can win money just for saving money and referring people to the platform. In this video, I showed him that it was actually impossible to extract the referrals from his investment platform. However, it gave us the opportunity to see what his investment return would have been had you included the referrals. And it came out to be over 2,000,000% for him and over 10,000,000% for his partner Mandy. And this is where I really love the concept of referral bonuses. And that's because the higher quality that you can put out, meaning the more research you can do and the more accounts that you can look into, the more valuable your recommendation will be. Therefore, the more referral bonuses you will get, because people who give crappy referral bonuses aren't going to go anywhere. But the people who can give really great content out into the world will get that sent back to them. What goes out comes back in. But that's all I have for you in this video. I hope you enjoyed the content. If you did, make sure to like that smash button by stalking our subscriber count and Liberty Bell, that notification icon. That's all I have, and thanks for watching.